Right, let's talk about my car collection. We are talking just shy of £15,000 I've spent in the past 2 years on this collection. My first car I bought was the Motor Helix R34 CRS version. And once I bought that, I was hooked on Motor Helix. That's all I started buying was Motor Helix. I wanted to make a push to resin, but I was always put off by resin, but that did soon change, to be honest. My first Motor Helix was that one. Once I got this one, I think I got that one second, Motor Helix, that's resin. Then after I got that one, I think. They were £900 each. Paid £300 for this one. Then once I got that one, I bought them two at the same time off the same seller I got that from. So this one, them two, and them two were all off the same seller on eBay. And then once I bought them, I was umming and ahhing over Ignition Model. And what a lot of people tend to make as a mistake is they look at eBay sellers from Japan. The prices are way higher than what they should be, and then when they order them, because it says free shipping, they get stung with an £80 import tax fee. So you end up paying £400 a car on average for your import fees. Now, I've always been a bit dubious of buying Ignition Model, but once I've bought Ignition Model and I've had them sat next to each other, I don't like diecast, I don't like Motor Helix anymore. All I buy now is Ignition Model. I think Ignition Model are the best car brand. I go directly to the Ignition Model website now to order my cars. I only buy off an eBayer if you can't get hold of it. This one, I ended up paying £700 for the Max Arido Supra and Figure. That's my recent car. I bought that last month for £700. The guy wanted £800 for it. I offered him £700 and he accepted it. Like I say, if you really want the car and it's super rare, sometimes you've got to overpay for them. And also, this one was from a Japanese seller. I paid £600 for that, including import fees. Again, super rare. It took me 2 years to find that car. I had to pay whatever they were charging because I really wanted it. But yeah, Ignition Model are my #1 cars. A lot of people are put off by Ignition Model. They want things to open and stuff, but in my opinion, I don't want to display my cars with the doors open and the bonnets open. It's nice to have that one open. That is cool. You know, it is nice to have it open, but I'm not going to have all my cars with the bonnets open on display. I like to display my cars as if they're parked up at home or whatever. Most of my car collection now is predominantly Motor Helix. Most of my car collection is Ignition Model now. They're Ignition Model, they're all Ignition Model, they're Motor Helix, they're Ignition Model, they're Ignition Model, them two are Ignition Model, them four are Ignition Model. I've got a couple, got a BBR, an MR collection, I've got a Frontiart, that's a GT Spirit. I've got a Motor Helix G-Wagon down there. I don't even know what brand that is. I bought it because I like the brown leather base. That's a GT Spirit. I started buying some car badges and stuff as well to bling the cases up. So I've got an M3 boot badge there with a competition badge. Just brings the case to a bit of life. I tend to not buy anything but Ignition Model now. But the odd time, like the Frontier, I always wanted a Koenigsegg. So I went with Frontier, that was £480 that from Europe. My mum got me that for Christmas. Always wanted an MR Collections Lamborghini, that was £600. I got that for Christmas the year before off my mum, a BBR 812 competition Ferrari. But yeah, that's also a Motor Helix. Yeah, I am predominantly Ignition Model now. That's all I'm going to buy is Ignition Model. Again, these cases as well. The thing with Ignition Model is, if you want to display them in the box, they're one of the best boxes to get. to display your cars in, but I don't like displaying them in boxes, so I end up buying these lids. Get these lids from the Ignition Model website. They sell out all the time, so when they're in stock, you've got to buy them quick. Now, this is where it gets ridiculous. For them 4 lids, just them 4 lids, including shipping from Japan, I mean, Hong Kong, I think they're shipped from, £360. Yes, £360 for 4 plastic lid covers I paid. They do come with a plastic base, but the plastic base is useless because you put the lid straight on the base, the car already comes on. So the plastic bases are absolutely pointless, so you end up paying hundreds of pounds just for some lids. Crazy, I know, but it's got to be done because I don't like displaying them in them boxes. This R35 down here, that's from Makeup. That was about £4.80 that. Super nice base, comes with a case. The Maxarido Super comes with a display case, thank God. That never came with a display case. Like I say, they don't come with display cases unless it's a super limited edition one. They don't come with them. They've just re-released them on the website, so you can get them for £250 before shipping and import taxes if you're from the UK. But you don't get the figure with it and you don't get the base in the cover. But yeah, the Maxarido Super is back up for pre-order on the Ignition Models website. I'm going to pre-order 3 more Supras from the website very soon. Well, not very soon. You've got about 4 months to pre-order them. Once they go on sale on the website for pre-order, you've got about 3 to 4 months until they take them off pre-order. So yeah, in the next 4 months, I'm going to order one of them, one in white, and there's one with graphics on. I'm going to order. But yeah, this is for UK buyers. This, if you think they're overpriced Ignition Model, they're the same price as Motor Helix. If you're from the UK, an Ignition Models car, like all these were £250 each. And then you've got your shipping fee, which is about £40, and your import tax fee is £10. So pretty much any car you buy from Ignition Model, a 118th car, is £300. That covers your shipping and your import fee. Now for a Motor Helix, you're paying around £270, £280, sometimes £300, depending on where you're getting it from. They're literally the same price, and you're getting a higher detailer car. But people just don't seem to like resin. I read a lot of the comments, and people want to play around with the cars, but to me, these aren't toys, these are models. So once I've got the car, I don't ever want to touch the car. I want to display the car. So I don't want to open the doors and bonnet every week in the car. So that's just my opinion, really. I mean, I just like displaying them as they come. It's nice to have 1 or 2 with the bonnet open, don't get me wrong, but overall, I just prefer the sharper look. Like I say, I was hooked on Motor Helix, and then when I bought my first Ignition Model, I had them sat next to each other for a while on my table, and over time there's definitely a difference. You can see it's just a sharper look. It's just a much sharper look to the mold of the car. And now I've been collecting Ignition Model, I don't want to go back. I doubt I'll ever buy a Motor Helix ever again. This Motor Helix here is, well, the yellow one. That's the last one I bought. You won't be able to tell, but the paintwork on the side, there's discrepancies in the paintwork. There's like, you can see a green, like a limey green, where the paint isn't properly thick enough. So the good cars, Motor Helix, the interior is amazing. The carpet and the footwell, the car mats, they are great. But 99% of the time you don't see them. And I think now Motor Helix do look cheap. A good car, don't get me wrong, but once you have them next to Ignition Model, there's just no comparison in terms of quality. They just look so much better. You won't realise it until you start collecting and you start sitting them next to each other and just looking at them day after day as you walk in your room. You start to notice the quality of the Ignition Model resin over the die cast. Yeah, my Evo collection, it's probably one of my favourite collections, the Evo collection. The Red Sport Supra, one of my favourite. My number one car will always be the metallic orange R34 GTR by Motor Helix. That will always be my number one car, no matter what. I was so excited when I got it. After that one, I just love the Red Sport Supra. And like I say, I like the red one, but it's more because the figure comes with it. And also, I'm a big fan of the Greddy R34 because it is so much different to all the rest. A lot of these R34s, there's not much variety in them, really. I don't know. But the Greddy one's so much different. The wheels, the blue bucket seats, I'll take off the lid so you can see the bucket seats. I love the blue bucket seats. See the blue bucket seats. Definitely one of my favourite R34s in my collection. We've got a Supra there, top secret Supra. I am going to buy another one with a gold bonnet with the figure. I'm looking at one now for $460 from a Japanese seller. So I'm going to get stung £80 on import tax, maybe more, because it's 20% of the overall price. So I'm going to get stung, but I need the figure. I'm only really trying to collect Ignition model cars now with the figures, and they are so hard to get because they're always overpriced if they are for sale. I'm going to do a few more videos because I've got some big plans for this collection. I've just ordered a 6-car display cabinet from Japan. It's costing me over £800. £860 I paid for one cabinet. So if it comes all right, I'm going to be sinking about £3,000 to £4,000 into display cabinets because I want to get this table cleared. I can't even eat my dinner off it anymore. Been eating my dinner off the coffee table. So yeah, that's about it really. I've got a Lamborghini Diablo GTR. That was only about $380. That was a bargain, I think, for a 1/12 scale. There's not much else I can really talk about. That engine kit comes with them. You get a 1/12 scale engine. I stuck the Sonic the Hedgehog on. Yeah, I'm also trying to get hold of a few we get the engine with because I like the engine. I am looking at a gold top secret R34. You get the engine one, that's going for $460. Oh, that's going for about, I think it's $580 in Japan, that. But yeah, look, like I say, if you're off put by the prices of Ignition Model, just go to the website ignitionmodels.com and it's £300 and it comes to your house within a week. Get it in PayPal, paying free if you want. I just think they're good value for money. I don't think they're expensive. People think they're too expensive for a resin, but honestly, the detail and the quality of the cars, there's no comparison to Motor Helix. There's just no comparison, the level of quality. And they have a lot more of a street style look to them. Whereas the Motor Helix, they tend to be very plain, the Motor Helix cars. And they have a lot of signature licensed models as well, Ignition Model. So Ignition Model is number one for me, guys. Yeah, I've got a display cabinet coming. Hopefully it's going to be here in the next week. So when that comes, I'm going to put a few cars in it, and then you will see where this collection's going to go down with these display cabinets. Like I say, they're going to cost me about £4,000 because I want to get a minimum of four, so I can start clearing. I'm going to start clearing the front end of this collection. So once that's gone, I'll have more room on my table. I'm thinking of having the display cabinets there stacked up at the start, or I might move them to my bedroom, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I do have an Instagram, Parker_clean_diecast. So you can see unboxing videos and stuff on there. But yeah, stay tuned because these cabinets are going to be special. When you see these cabinets I'm getting, you're going to be blown away. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe.